Hey everyone, how are you doing? If you're still wasting time jumping between tools just to edit, convert, sign, and understand PDFs, this is going to simplify everything in one place. UPDF has just released version 2.5 with AI agents and a set of features that completely transform the way you work with documents. Let's see how it works. So, let's get into the video. Today, I'm going to show you how UPDF works in practice and why it can replace several tools you use today, especially if you work with PDFs every day. And what's most interesting is that it's not just a PDF editor. It combines full editing, AI automation, and professional tools in one program with a much more affordable payment model. Unlike more complex and expensive solutions like Adobe Acrobat, UPDF is much simpler to use and gets straight to the point. And here's a very important detail. You can choose a lifetime license, so you don't have to pay a monthly subscription, and you can even use the same license on up to 4 devices. This completely changes the cost equation, especially for those who use it daily. So let's get to it. Practically speaking, what's the first thing you can do? It's edit text. And for that, it's very simple. Just click the Tools button here and choose Edit, and from there, you can make any kind of edits directly in your document. For example, you can erase and write whatever you want. See how easy it is? So it's like you have a Word document here, but instead it's a PDF that you can edit however you want. Another very useful thing is that you can change images inside your PDF without having to change the whole document. So you just select the image you want to change here, and then you can delete it, do whatever you want. Look how interesting that is. So everything inside here becomes editable, not just the text, but also the images. And if you want to delete everything at once, just drag the mouse and that's it. You can edit everything completely. Now, what if you want to add a clickable link, for example? You can do that too. Look, I have the option here to insert and edit a link. Then I just need to click here on it, select the part where I want to add my link, and here I will type it, and I can still make adjustments here on the border. I have several examples here that I can use. I like this one. For the line thickness, I'll make it a little thinner here. I'll select another color. I can choose to make the rectangle visible or not. Once these settings are done, I already have my clickable link here that I can place anywhere in my document. So notice that this editing section here is very complete. There are several functions, several features that I can use to customize, and it becomes much easier when you have a PDF, which most of the time is hard to edit. Here, it's not. You bring everything here into the PDF and you can do this editing in real time without the headache of uploading your material to the internet or making edits in several different tools. Here, everything stays organized within a single application. Now, another thing that usually gives a lot of headaches for those who work with PDFs is creating and filling them out. Here, everything becomes much easier. So, I'm going to go to Tools, select the Form option, and now I can customize my document. So, I'll add a text field here. See how everything becomes much easier. Done. I can also add checkboxes here. So I'll click here and place them in the little squares. So this is amazing because I can edit this form any way I want. And what's even cooler is that besides text fields and checkboxes, I can also add radio buttons, drop-down lists, list boxes, buttons, image fields, date fields, and digital signatures. So here you have a complete package to create and edit your form. Shall we save it to see if it's working? Done. My document has already been saved and now I have a fillable form here. So all I need to do is select the field and enter the data I want. There are also checkboxes here. How cool is that? Everything is working as expected. So this is very important. It's great because you can turn any static document into a fillable form. Besides that, you also have other really cool features that can make your form or document look more professional. I can add stamps. By clicking here, I have options like reviewed, received, initials here, sign here. So I'm going to select this one, sign here. I'll drag it, then I can resize it. Done. My stamp has already been inserted here in my document. And if I want to add a signature, not a digital signature, I just need to click here on signature and create one. Then I can simply draw, use the keyboard, or upload an image. I'll use the keyboard, type my name, and click create. Done. My signature has already been created. Then to insert it, just drag it onto my document. Look, I have a signature here, but this is a simple signature. I can also add a digital signature that has legal validity. Let me show you how it works. So I'm here in the form menu. I'm going to click here on digital signature. Then I'll select where I want to place my digital signature. And here on the side panel, I have several configuration options. Done. I have my form here. I've already started filling it out. I clicked here on the checkboxes, and there's an option here to sign my document. When I click, look at this, sign with the digital ID. Then I can create a digital ID. I can import the ID. So to create the ID, look at this. I'll enter my name here, my email, and I'll click OK. It asks me to set a password. And look how professional this type of signature is. I have my name here, my stamp, the date, and the time I signed it. Since all my data is saved here, I'm going to click on sign. It will ask me to enter a password, I'll confirm, and I'll save. Notice that from now on, my document has been digitally signed, so it's a really cool feature. And it will definitely make your form or your document much more professional. Another strong point here is the OCR. If you have a scanned PDF or an image, it automatically converts it into editable text. This will save you hours of work, and it also has a built-in converter. You can turn a PDF into Word, Excel, image, and other formats with just a few clicks. Well, since on this channel we mostly talk about AI, now comes the part that really changes the game. It has a built-in AI assistant that works directly on your PDFs. Well, in practice, what can you do with this built-in AI? Pretty much anything. How do you activate it? You can see I have a button here, the PDF AI. Then I'll click here to start talking to my PDF. What is it going to do? It will load the most important information from my document. You can see here that it's processing the data. And then it already starts generating a summary for me. So from a file here that has 19 pages, I got a complete summary here so I can at least understand what it's about. And from there, I have some really cool features. For example, I can ask it to summarize again if I think this summary here isn't good. I can ask it to translate. So, if I click here on translate, I'll choose up to which page I want to translate. So, to not take too long, I'll put here from page 1 to page 5. I'll ask it to translate into English, and you can see it already started translating almost in real time. Now I can also use this prompt field here to ask it to explain some part that I didn't understand. For example, look, explain the content of page 9 and I'll send it. So sometimes you're dealing with a complicated document, you don't know exactly what it's about, you can select the page here and let the artificial intelligence explain it better for you. Take a look. Here is a concise and accurate summary of the content from page 9 provided. Historical context, production and use of electric vehicles in the following decades, revival of the electric vehicle, and then it gives some suggestions. If you wish, I can present this information in a comparative table, highlight the main causes of the rise, and relate this to the current situation. So, you have some insights here to interact with your document, and then you can make this content much richer. Another amazing thing is that you can turn the content of your PDF into a mind map. And to do this, it's very simple. Just click here on the Mind Map button. Then you'll select from which page to which page it will create this map. I'll set it from page 1 to page 5 and I'll ask it to generate my mind map. And look how cool this is. It's building my mind map here in real time. So, for those who study, for those who want to present content, this is amazing. Because you have a document, it can be a dense document with several pages, that's not a problem. You upload the material here and ask it to turn all of that into a mind map. You can even insert it on the home page or insert it into your own document. And you can also download it as an image, a markdown file, or even a PDF file. Now, for those who work with research, there's a feature connected to this artificial intelligence tool that's very useful. It's exactly this one, Deep Research. When I click, I'm taken to this interface where I have the option here for academic research. See, Deep Research for Academics, from topic to review. Search, select, download, and automatically synthesize articles into a structured literature review. So, here I can do more in-depth research. I can upload any document. It can be a basic document. And here on this platform, I can go further, doing much more comprehensive research. For example, look, search for electric cars in Brazil. I have the option here, standard or high quality. I'll leave it on standard and I'll send it. Before starting the search, it asks a few questions. To prepare a targeted literature review, I need some information. So here I have number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, I don't have to answer all these questions here. I said the following: do as you see fit. Then he said, okay, you want a comprehensive literature review about electric passenger cars in Brazil. I will generate a targeted search and review covering policies, charging infrastructure, market adoption, environmental impacts, and methodological gaps. So, this is very useful, especially for those who work with research. Well, now let's move on to a more common scenario, dealing with messy PDFs. The PDF solves this with complete organization tools. Well, and how do you organize your PDF file? It's very simple. You go here to Tools and then to Organize Pages, just click on More. See that now I can view all the pages that are available inside my file. I can make manual changes, switching the order of the pages here. If I want to delete, just click on them and I have the option here to delete. Done, my page has been deleted. If you want to go back, just press Ctrl+Z and then you put the page back in place. Up here, I have some options. I can insert from a file, insert an image, a blank page. So, if I want to add, for example, a blank page at the end, just click here on blank page. I'm going to select the settings here. I'm going to click Insert, and now there's a new page here at the end of my document. So, I can reorganize my entire document. Sometimes you receive a file and it's all messed up, and then you can upload it here and organize the pages the way you want. Now, if you don't want to organize it manually, there's an artificial intelligence feature in this version 2.5 of the PDF that saves a lot of time, which is this one, AI page verification. I'm going to add some blank pages here just to show you how it works. So, notice that now my document is all messed up, full of blank pages. I'm going to click here on the page verification function and see that now it detected that I have 4 blank pages here that shouldn't be here because the artificial intelligence itself scanned my document and then detected that something was wrong. So, to delete these pages, just click here on delete and that's it. Now I have my document organized and I can share it in a much more professional way. So, using artificial intelligence to organize your documents will save you a lot of time in your daily routine. Still talking about the use of artificial intelligence within the PDF, here in the side menu, I have the bookmarks option and then the option here to generate bookmarks with AI. The first thing it does is ask for the language. I'll leave it here in Portuguese and I'll ask it to generate. So, what's going to happen here? The artificial intelligence will analyze my entire document and create a list of bookmarks so that I can view and access certain parts of my document more quickly. Done! It's already finished here, and now I have several bookmarks. Look how interesting that is. All of them are subdivided, so if you're working with a very large document, this makes things much easier because as you click on the bookmarks, you're taken to the corresponding page. Isn't that cool? And then you can even generate a summary of that page using artificial intelligence. Just click on the bookmark and it automatically generates a summary of what's in that section. Look at this little button, AI Summary. Then when you click, it generates it again. So, this is amazing because if you have a document with 10, 15, 20, 100, 200 pages, you generate the bookmarks here. All of this done automatically using artificial intelligence. And if you don't want to go into the document to access that part, just click here on the little button and ask the artificial intelligence to make a summary for you. So, even if you have a messy document out of order, which ends up being very difficult to work with, you can ask the artificial intelligence to organize everything for you and then create automatic bookmarks here to make not only reading easier, but also understanding your document. Cool, right? So, to sum up, UPDF is not just a PDF editor. It's a complete hub for working with documents with integrated AI, automation, and professional tools all in one place. And there are still 2 important points. You can buy a lifetime license with no monthly subscription, and the cost is about 1/6 of Adobe Acrobat. In addition, a single license works on up to 4 devices: Windows, Mac, iOS, and Android. The link is in the description and in the first pinned comment. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Highway is a ghost and the moon is a dime.